What are the cases that you're thinking about talking today?
Well, having discussed those so much, I was kind of going to do a run through. It's kind of a weird month for cases, a lot of losses, and I know that you're in employment law a lot and business immigration, but some of the more interesting ones were in the very complicated issue of aggravated felony fraud or deceit offenses, where the amount of loss to the victim was over $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
The Third Circuit got really interesting in a case called Rad v. Attorney General of the U.S. It involved a new statute called the Canned Spam Act, which I just love that name for the statute. It just cracks me up. It's like canned spam, but it has nothing to do with spam, the food. And it's a very complicated case. I'm not going to get into all of it. I got into it a lot on the podcast. But what's most interesting to me is how the court really goes into and it really explains the difference between how federal judges sentence individuals and what's required for the $10,000 amount circumstance-specific approach. And it essentially says that sentencing documents in federal court are really different, and they can be based on anything. So when you have two different criminal charges and two different criminal offenses in an indictment, you can't just rely on the restitution order to make the $10,000 amount. A lot going on there, kind of requires a background of aggravated felonies to understand what I'm talking about, I guess. But suffice it to say that the board can't always do, and IJs can't always do what they want to do, and that's just rely on the restitution order or rely on the federal sentencing document, because it's a really different document and it encompasses a lot of different things. And so Rad v. Attorney General of the U.S. is a great outline for really understanding all of that when you have a 101 843 MI aggravated felony issue.